The X Factor, in a way now, some X Factor winners fade away after their big moment. Others go on to much bigger things. James Arthur is definitely one of those.
Well, he won the show in 2012 and has become one of the world's most popular streaming artists with 4 top 10 albums under his belt, and he's just released his 5th. And James joins us now. Blimey, 2012, we couldn't quite believe it. Does it feel like yesterday?
Yeah, in some ways. It feels like yesterday, but yeah, another lifetime in some ways as well, yeah. Long time ago now.
Tell us about the new album then. How is it different to the 4 that have come before?
The new album is, it's kind of in 2 parts, really. It's part me sort of making a return to being a singer-songwriter again. There's kind of quite a few acoustic, raw type songs on there. You know, the last album I did was a bit more experimental. It was like an electronic thing I was trying during the lockdown. And I felt the demand from my fan base to like kind of come back to a more of a raw sound, more of a rock instrumentation. So it's like that. Yeah, it's half kind of ballads and things like that I think my fans enjoy, and then half like yeah, sort of indie rock and roll sort of stuff as well.
You've had a lot of big things happen during your life, I would suggest, but the biggest one surely is the birth of your daughter.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And this is this just over a year ago? How old is she now?
Yeah, she's 14 months now. Yeah.
And how has that changed the way you look at things? How's that been?
Massively, yeah. It's changed my whole perspective. I'm definitely someone. It's been quite well documented that I've had my struggles, my ups and downs with mental health. You know, I'm a big campaigner for that sort of thing now. I've made documentaries with the BBC about it, and yeah, I kind of would have a tendency to lose my way in life quite a lot. And having a daughter has very much kind of given me a kind of an anchor and yeah, different perspective. Knowing that she's there and that she's my responsibility, it sort of removed my ego and, like, you know, the unhealthy habits that I had. And so I'm very happy. I love being a father. It's great.
Oh, There's nothing more humbling than somebody keeping you up all night, is there?
Yeah, I don't sleep anymore, so yeah, it's amazing.
I got to ask the obvious, if rather simplistic question. Do you sing to her?
Yeah, I do. Not a lot. I've been playing some of the songs from the album to test. Well, I do a bit, yeah.
Oh, there we are. So is that it? So you do a little. Well, obviously, you can sing. You sing beautifully. So why wouldn't you sing?
Thank you. Yeah.
Can we hear that? Okay.
You make me a better man than I'll ever be, 'cause you're you, Emily.
Oh, so are you
That's
sort of
so
trying a bit of
special.
stuff out there?
Yeah, that's my little girl, Emily, and I wrote a song called Emily before she was born, almost sort of manifesting it a little bit. And yeah, I don't actually sing a lot at home because my job is to sing, obviously, but she's brought it back out of me as I've been getting the guitar out and playing a bit of piano at home a bit more. And she's picking out the right notes in that video there, which is absolutely amazing.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Picking out
wow.
the right-
I mean, she's 14 months. I don't know how she was picking the right note in the key that I was singing on the piano just then, but maybe she's got my ears. My ears are pretty good, I think. So yeah.
And you said this album is a return to something more raw and soulful, you and instruments. Do you think that's partly because of her that it's sort of come full circle?
Yeah, I think I'm just more myself more than ever, and I'm being as authentic as I can be, and that's definitely showing in the music. I think I'm not thinking about anything other than trying to be my best self as an artist, really. Yeah.
Are you thinking of quitting music?
No, I sat down with a journalist the other day. You know what it's like. Obviously not yourselves, because it's straight from the horse's mouth. But sat down with a tabloid journalist, and he said, like, "Are you still interested in acting?" And I said, "Yeah. You know, I've got maybe an album or 2 left in me, and then I might park the music and do a bit of acting. But by no means am I ready to quit or anything. I just might focus on that for a little while at some point."
And so the next thing you know, you read in the paper that you're about to stop music.
James Arthur quits music. Yeah. That tends to be how it goes. Yeah.
I sense that you're a bit cynical about. Are you a bit cynical about the press and how it works? Are you a little bit?
No, I know how it works. I used to be. I know how it works now. I know that if you sit down and have an honest conversation, sometimes what you say can be misinterpreted. I said in an interview the other day that my daughter likes a song called "Every Day I'm Hustling" by Rick Ross, which is a rap song. And then the headline was, "James Arthur lets his daughter listen to gangster rap." And I was like,
oh,
well,
goodness.
that's not what I'm doing. But yeah, so I can be cynical about it. But yeah, it is what it is.
And a big tour coming up.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that, and a homecoming at the Riverside?
Very excited, yeah.
Yeah.
The homecoming at the Riverside is a huge milestone for me, a bucket list thing, you know, full circle moment. To be playing at my home stadium is one of the proudest things I could possibly do. Yeah.
You know, you were talking
venue.
about mental health there, and you're probably aware of some of the there have been stories about the X Factor and how people are looked after or not, or in those circumstances. As you say, you're live now, you can say what you wish about that, but there are some pretty worrying stories emerging from the way people are treated. You get any reflections on that time, for how it was for you?
Yeah, well, I would never want to comment on other people. I mean, those people that have come out and shared their experiences whilst being on those shows are absolutely valid, and you know, I couldn't comment on their experiences, but mine was okay. The people on the show, the producers, the staff there were very supportive. You know, I think maybe the issue is more with when people come off of these shows and the aftercare might not quite be there. You know, I don't know how these big productions can possibly, you know, make sure that people that have been thrust into the spotlight are looked after post being on those kinds of shows. But whilst being on it, I don't have anything to report in terms of negative experiences at all.
How do you feel looking at that boy there performing?
I find it hard to look at that, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. But yeah,
Why
I'm
is
proud.
that?
I've come a long way. It just, like I said earlier, it feels like another lifetime ago. I was a young, hopeful artist, and it's been a roller coaster. Yeah.
Heard some of your new album. It sounds absolutely beautiful.
lovely.
Your voice is
Thank you very
absolutely
much.
stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
People look forward to seeing you live. That's coming up in sort of next month or so, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm on tour in Europe at the moment. I flew back to see you guys, and I'm doing an arena tour in the UK. My album's out right now. If people want to go and get that.
Bittersweet Love.
Yeah.
Bitter.
Bitter.
Sweet
Sweet
Love.
It's a sweet love.
Lovely to see you this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you for making the effort to come and see us while you're on tour, and maybe Emily will be on tour with you in the coming
Yes,
years.
hope
By the
so.
sounds of things, she's a natural. Thank you.
Thank you very much.